Hi, today we're going to talk about counting significant figures. In science, we do a lot of measuring, and when we use an instrument such as a ruler, a graduated cylinder, or a balance, it's important that we know what numbers are important or certain in our measurements. We call those significant figures. Now, in order to count the number of significant figures in a measurement, there are a couple rules you need to remember. First, all non-zero numbers are always significant. So when you look at the number 2.83, these are all non-zero numbers, and so this number has 3 significant figures. When you look at the number 1400, here, these two numbers, the 1 and the 4, are non-zero, and so you have 2 significant figures. Rule number 2. All zeros between non-zeros are significant. So let's look at this zero right here. This 0 is between non-zero, and so it is significant. This 0 is not between non-zero numbers, so it is not significant. So here we have 1, 2, 3 significant figures. Okay. Now in this second problem, the second number, this 0 is surrounded by non-zeros. It's significant. Both of these zeros are surrounded by non-zero numbers, and so they are significant. These are not, and so they are not significant. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 significant figures. Rule number 3. Zeros following a non-zero and to the right of the decimal point are significant. So this 0 is to the right of a decimal and follow a non-zero, and so it is significant. This 0, because it's between two significant numbers, makes it significant. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 significant figures. If we look at the second number, this 0 is to the right of the decimal point and following a non-zero, and so it is significant. These zeros do not follow a non-zero, so they are not significant. So this one has 2 significant figures. The next rule, rule number 4, zeros that are placeholders are not significant. So if you look at this first number, Alright, so if you look at this first number, this 0 is significant. However, these zeros are just placeholders, and so they are not significant. They give value to the number, but it is not considered a significant figure. So this number has 2 significant figures. Okay. Now placeholders are still important because they do give value, the 10th, the 100th, 1000th place, but it's not significant in the measurement. For the next number, okay, this 0 is between non-zeros, so it's significant. These zeros are not significant because they are just placeholders, and so this number has 3 significant figures. Now placeholders are important because they give value to a number. If I had the number 303, that's significantly different from 30,300,000. So you still need those zeros for the placeholders to give value to the number, but they are not significant in the measurement. The last rule when counting significant figures is that counting numbers and defined constants have an infinite number of significant figures. So when I count the number of students in the room and I see there are 13 students, that has an infinite number of significant figures because there's no uncertainty in that measurement. I've counted the students, there are 13. Also defined constants, they also have an infinite number of significant figures. And so there is no uncertainty in that measurement. Now go on into your packet and do some practice problems so that you can count the significant figures.